Hi there, you've made it to step 3 of the Make Your Own Catapult activity. So far, you should have completed step 1, which is research. How do catapults work? What did you learn about catapults so far, and why do catapults make objects fly? So we learned about elastic potential energy, kinetic energy, so moving energy, and also gravity, which pulls the object back down to the earth. So that's the first step. The second step was we predicted what do we think will happen with our catapults. And now we're on step 3. So if you don't have this worksheet, it should be in your grab and go bag, but if it's not, there is a link to the document in the description of this video, so you can access it that way. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and begin the tutorial for making your craft stick catapult. So in your grab and go bag, you'll find craft sticks. You should have 8, 2 glue dots, 4 rubber bands, a bottle cap, foam beads, pom-poms, and cotton balls for testing. Okay, so we're going to put the items that we'll test when our catapult is constructed over to the side because we don't need them yet. So, let's begin. First, you should take 5 of your popsicle sticks and stack them like this. If you want, you can stack your popsicle sticks in different orders to give a design that you prefer. Okay, once we have them lined up as evenly as possible, we will wrap the rubber band around one end. In case you break a rubber band, you have 1 extra, but any rubber band will do. Okay. Okay, so it should look like this so far. Next, make sure your craft sticks are still nice and straight. And go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. Okay, great. Now, take 2 of your craft sticks that are left and set 1 aside. You don't need that right now. Okay, go ahead and line up these 2 and tie the rubber band tightly around one end. Should be about 5 times around or so. Okay, so you should now have your popsicles or your craft sticks like this. So there should be some space that you can make between the 2 sticks because the rubber band is holding it together at the end. Now you can go ahead and take your finger carefully and hold it between these 2. Take your other stack and as far as it'll go without feeling like anything will break, you can connect them like this. Okay, great. So you should now have a catapult so far that looks like this. Next step here, we will take 1 of the glue dots. The second one is an extra in case anything goes wrong or you feel like you need to reattach your bottle cap. So let's go ahead and peel off the plastic layer. Here's the glue dot, and we'll stick it right here like this. And take the plastic off so that it sticks to the wood. All right, so as you can see, my glue dot is basically at the very end of this part because this is going to be my lever. If you look at the diagram on your worksheet, you'll see the same lever arm as well. So that's where we're at. And here's the bottle cap. Try to center it as best as you can here and press down firmly to secure and connect the bottle cap to your lever arm. Okay, great. So now we have our basic craft stick catapult. So next, since we finished constructing, we can go ahead and test out our creation. So, now we're going to test and see what happens. Are our predictions correct? Will two pom-poms being catapulted at the same time fly the exact same distance? Or what will change if we make changes to our structure? So these are the questions that now you can creatively, test. So here we'll start just with testing, like this big pom-pom versus this little pom-pom. So I'm gonna do that just to see what happens. Whoa. Okay, well, I can tell you that for my big pom-pom and little pom-pom, my little pom-pom went much further. So these are the types of tests that you can do. On your worksheet, on step 4, there are some ideas for you to see what you can change. For example, you can press harder or softer on the lever arm. You can put multiple objects in at once to see what will happen. You can also change your structure a little bit, so we can actually add a craft stick here and see what happens when our base is taller. So there are many things that we can do, and there's a space on your worksheet to take notes about what you observe from your experimenting. All right, so be careful if you do select your own objects to fly, because heavier items or small items could hurt somebody, so make sure you have an adult with you and you carefully pick what you choose to put into your catapult. All right, now you'll do your final step on your worksheet, which is reflect. Were your predictions correct, and what changes could you make to your catapult to improve it? All right, thank you for joining this tutorial, and we hope you enjoyed this grab and go STEM activity.